exchange rate. The US dollar is currently valued in change in global markets and local economic factors. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on them and stay informed if you are planning to exchange money or make an international purchase. Checking the last rate can help you to make a smarter financial decision. So, of course, because in here is your space for everyone, but special for our English-speaking community, that's why we have this exchange rate. Because we know that during these seasons, we receive thousands of people that came from different places around the world. So it's always interest to know you, to go outside to the San Miguel streets and watch if you are just came from Asia or just came from the USA or from another different country that maybe we don't expect or maybe we don't have any idea, but we know that San Miguel during this holiday season is fully, completely with a lot of people for around the world. So it's always a good idea to check the last exchange rate if you're planning to stay here or maybe to go to another place or maybe go back to your countries or maybe if you're just having a great time on San Miguel if you want to really enjoy it. So just stay informative, and of course the San Miguel Brief is a space where you can find the last exchange rate. So with that in mind, let's move on to the weather. At the moment, San Miguel is experiencing a pleasant of 24 degrees with clear skies and a cool, gentle atmosphere over the city. It's one of those peaceful, beautiful days where the sun feels soft and the breeze is refreshing, perfect for enjoy the outdoors. And for tomorrow, temperatures we expect to drop around 9 degrees early in the morning before climbing to a comfortable 25 in the afternoon. You can expect a chill start, so a light jacket will be useful. So just go and should work nicely. Idea for getting out and explore all the city. So of course, there you have all the weather. And I was hearing that most of the people were just like, oh my God, San Miguel has a beautiful weather. That's why I want to come here every year after year because they really enjoyed it. So if you're watching us right now, comment us on Facebook. What do you think about the Christmas and the holiday season here in San Miguel? If you like it most just because you like the weather or because you saw the fireworks at New Year on the main garden, or because San Miguel has some different vibe, different atmosphere of other places that you kind of feel the Christmas very different, even though of your place of birth that you like to come here and celebrate, meet locals or maybe meet new people and make a lot of friends. So of course we want to know, and I'm going to remember you once again our WhatsApp, that is 415-296-4668, where you can contact us and mention something really extraordinary, or maybe you can send us a message because we have this activity of the puzzles. Okay, not today because we have a lot of activities and we want to participate with a lot of you guys. So during these weeks, we're going to have different activities. So you would like to participate. It will be a raffle of puzzles or maybe something really interesting, different kind of gifts. So stay tuned if you want to win something really interesting, something useful, something that the San Miguel Brief wants to give you. So of course we want to know, what do you think about this holiday? If you were so excited, if this holiday you kind of feel something really different of other holidays, if you really like it, if your thoughts change. Now if you're starting this new year with a different perspective, tell us if you have now already your promises for this 2026. Because we all know that most of the time we make a whole list full of promises that maybe we never make it, or maybe we just make the first one and it was too much. So maybe one of these promises of this year is just to take care of your health. I guess this is something really important because most of the time we make bigger promises like, oh my god, I'm going to buy a new car and buy a new home and maybe going to Europe 3 times during the year. And of course you could make it, but most of the times the wrong times are not, well, the time is kind of wrong for those activities or those promises, or maybe we just go to something really big, something really extraordinary, and we could make them all in one year. So for that, that's why I'm saying that maybe this year you can make the bigger promises that is just taking care about your health. And of course, I assume that that's more than enough. Talking about your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health, because all these fours really care and really make us who we are. So just send us a message or comment if you are having another promises, if you like this different perspective, because of course we want to know. And next, we're moving to watch an informative segment about the Three Kings Day, where we'll explain the traditions, its origins, and how this evolved to endure through the years. And of course, we know that most of you that are watching us right now doesn't know the history, how this tradition became, why we celebrate it, or maybe just going to the San Miguel Street, to the main garden, to the center of our beautiful city, and you are watching a lot of guys selling balloons, and you are telling why they are making this, or why there are a lot of children going for their balloons and rolling a paper over them and then just let them go. So that's why we tried this beautiful and informative capsule, so you could know all the information and the story, because tomorrow something really special is going to appear in your homes, but just for the ones that were good boys, good girls, good persons, that really care for others, that respect others. So with this in mind, let's go and see this video clip. Today we'll talk about the history of the three wise men. The history of the three wise men comes from the Bible, specifically from the Gospel of Matthew. According to tradition, they were wise men or kings for the east to follow a bright star and find the newborn Jesus in Belém. Their name, as we know them today, are Melchor, Gaspar, and Balthasar. All three of these names appearing in many years later in Christmas tradition. Each of them brought a symbolic gift: gold, representing kingship, frankincense, symbolizing divinity, and myrrh, representing humanity and sacrifice. The star they follow, known as the Star of Belém, has been interpreted as a miracle and astronomical event, or a symbol of divine guidance. In many countries, especially in Spain and Latin America, January 6, known as Three Kings Day, is a very important celebration. On this day, children traditionally receive gifts and families share special food like Rosca de Reyes. The story of the three wise men reminds us of faith, hope, and a search of truth, values that continue to be mindful today. So there you have this beautiful capture when we have a lot of information and important all the story about the Whiz Kings. So it's something really interesting because most of the time we don't know the full tradition, we just celebrate it, we really enjoyed it, but what we are talking about the meaning. So of course we're talking once again about the Christmas celebration, about December, and right now that we are on January, the last thing about during this holiday, of course, are the Whiz Kings. So here I just want to say something, that this is the last time of our Christmas decoration. So I hope that during the next months we have a different decoration. Oh, yes, it has lights too. So it will be the last day of this Christmas tree. So it was such a beautiful experience to have the Christmas tree over here. Well, I'm going to put it over there. So if you really want to, oh, it would be nice if you comment what do you think that it would be fun to have on our decoration for the next months. Maybe if you're watching us for another country, you could contact us or send us a message about your traditions of your country, and maybe we could make something really special for that special day on the San Miguel Brave, because we know that this is a space for everyone, but not just for English speaking community, because we know that there was a lot of people all around the world that speak English, but they are watching us from different countries, different cities, in places that we never hear about them, or places that we never know their traditions. So it would be so nice if you tell us about the traditions that you have on your country, and just to have something really interest for everyone, and to feel that this is a community, that this is a space for everyone, that we have people for all around the world, that this goes bigger and bigger anytime. And of course, now that you saw the video clip about the Whiz Kings, just tell us, what do you think about it? If you celebrate it, if you have any idea of this, if you think that is really interesting, or maybe now you want to go to the main garden and buy a balloon just to write all your Christmas wishes, your Christmas gift, all the things that you want to receive. Because at the night, the Whiz Kings are visiting into your homes and leaving just gifts for you. Maybe you could find cookies, or maybe you could find bicycles, or maybe clothes. Anything is possible, but it only depends if you were a kind person, if you make something really good for others, for yourself, if you make the best every time. So just tell us, because we want to know, and maybe it would be so beautiful if you just send a picture about your couch full of the gifts, anything. That would be so awesome. And talking about this tradition, in case you were wondering how Rosca de Reyes is made, we visit Al La Colmena bakery to capture videos and photos of preparation process. So let's take a look at this sweet tradition.
Pues el procedimiento es muy fácil. Bueno, primero pues lógico, hacemos la masa, que pues los ingredientes son muy fáciles, muy básicos, como es harina, azúcar, sal, le ponemos mantequilla, huevo y levadura. El procedimiento es muy fácil. Al momento de hacer, se le ponen los niños Dios, como bueno aquí, por ejemplo aquí ya los tienen. Después de eso hacemos lo que es la rosca de Reyes, que pues es muy fácil, solamente se pone algo así y se le pone ¿cómo se llama? Se va haciendo la forma. Se le va haciendo la forma y el procedimiento ya después es que lo untamos con huevo, y ya después le ponemos lo que son los dulcitos alrededor de la rosca. Pues ya ahorita ya llevamos un ratito haciendo, pero pues no te sabría decir, a lo mejor sería que como unas 3,000 a lo mejor, ¿no? Entre las chiquitas y las más grandes, más o menos. Pues ahora sí que es ya es más que nada la tradición, pero pues ya pues sí que es como sí, la tradición de familia, de pues siempre hacerlo, y pues sí, que nos comemos una rosquilla por ahí.
So it was so delicious to watch this video clip. So I really hope that you really love it because now you're watching how the roscas are made. They explain the ingredients, the process, and of course you have a video watch about how they are baking. And it was something really beautiful to watch other roscas on the bake because they are so many. And of course it was kind of hot, but oh my god, we're talking about the bakery. So it always comes to our heads that something really hot is happening or is passing during this business. So it was something really interesting and of course something really sweet. So we are so thankful to La Colmena to invite us and make this video film all for you guys. So now for tomorrow we are going to cut little pieces about the rosca, enjoy it with your loved ones or maybe with the friends that you are making, especially if you came to San Miguel for the first time, or maybe you want to participate in our Mexican tradition. Just buy a rosca and be prepared if you find something inside, because it means that if you find the baby Jesus, you need to buy tamales for the 4th of February, right?
When?
2 of February. So there you have it. The special days of 2 of February, you need to buy tamales for your loved ones or for the guys or your friends that you just repart that rosca. So tell us if you were the luckiest ones, or maybe that you're thinking that that's not kind of lucky. I understand you, because most of the time during in Mexican tradition we are talking about the rosca, when you find baby Jesus on your piece of bread, it's kind of like, okay, now I feel all the love of God, and it will be a beautiful year for me, and of course I'm blessed. But of 2 of February, you need to buy thousands of tamales, or maybe your families are talking like, okay, we don't want tamales, but we want to have tacos, or maybe we want to have this, and then more atole, and then this and this and this. So something goes so big, and now you need to buy and that kind of stuff. But it's something really funny, and of course this is something just to be with your families, to still watching your loved ones, because when this season especially goes away, and now we are during January, February, we don't watch our friends, our families, and now we are just going to live the normal life that we used to have. But it's always nice to contact, to be in touch with them. So it's something really beautiful. So if you want to make a Mexican tradition, tomorrow you have the opportunity. So comment if you make that. And now let's begin to our favorite section of Heads Up.
Heads up, this is World Around Town.
So about the first message that we have is a poetry reading. The Posada Post will be the special guest Mark Doty at 6 p.m. at Sala Quetzal. It will be a free entry, and of course it will be at the public library. So there you have it, all this information. If you are planning to make something special, this is an event. And the library have this guide tour to discover every corner of this 50th century building, learning about its history and explore its activities. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m., it will be at the Meeting Point Library Courtyard. Your donation is just to support our programs, but of course all the money or anything that you want to donate is just welcoming.
up, this is World Around Town.
So I'm going to say that if you were asking for more events, something to announce, if you were saying like, oh my god, I want to watch more announce what's going on, exactly this is the part where you make the rest. Because the San Miguel Brief has this section, heads up, when we make announce, if you want to participate or collaborate, if you have an event to announce something really special, if you have a garage sale, the San Miguel Brief is a special place for that. And the only thing that you need to do is just send us a message to our WhatsApp, that is 415-296-468, where you can contact us, send us a message talking about your event, your sale garage, or maybe you are interested to participate and make a little interview, or maybe you are thinking that you have something really special, something to show to the rest, to show to the people, something that you need to express with others. The San Miguel Brief is a special place just for that. And the only thing that you need to make is send us a message talking with us just about a little bit of the things that you want to make. If you want to participate, give all the information, and as soon as we have it, of course, we're going to give you a step all the things that you need to know before coming onto the show. So, of course, we have something to show you. We're talking about the public events that they have on the library, but it's January and we're coming back of vacations. So, I'm just saying that you need to be fast and send us a message and contact us, because the San Miguel Brief have a lot of announcements to say, and maybe someone wants to have the place that you are taking. So before you have that kind of situation, just contact us at this moment and we're going to give you all the information. So now let's move on to our national news, and we're starting with the national news. We begin with the President Claudia Sheinbaum, who opened her morning press conference by reading an official segment regarding the situation in Venezuela, in which she said, "We categorically reflect an intervention in international affairs of others." So let's go and see it exactly with her words.
La posición de México frente a cualquier forma de intervención es firme, clara e histórica. A raíz de los hechos recientes en Venezuela, donde el gobierno de Estados Unidos llevó a cabo una intervención directa que derivó en la captura del presidente Nicolás Maduro y su esposa, así como en la pérdida de vidas humanas, México reafirma un principio que no es nuevo y que no admite ambigüedades. Rechazamos de manera categórica la intervención en los asuntos internos de otros países. La historia de América Latina es clara y contundente. La intervención nunca ha traído democracia, nunca ha generado bienestar ni estabilidad duradera. Solo los pueblos pueden construir su propio futuro, decidir su camino, ejercer soberanía sobre sus recursos naturales y definir libremente su forma de gobierno. Nuestra posición está claramente consagrada en la Constitución de los Estados Unidos mexicanos, pero no es solo un principio nacional. La Carta de las Naciones Unidas y el derecho internacional establecen de manera inequívoca el respeto a la soberanía de los estados, a su integridad territorial y al derecho de los pueblos a la libre determinación. Por ello afirmamos con toda claridad que para México, y así debe ser para todas y todos los mexicanos, la soberanía y la autodeterminación de los pueblos no son opcionales ni negociables. Son principios fundamentales del derecho internacional y deben respetarse siempre, sin excepciones. La acción unilateral, la invasión, no pueden ser la base de las relaciones internacionales.
So now you saw the response about Claudia Sheinbaum. So we're talking about that, of course, she was saying that every country really cares about their own law, about the towns, about the people that live on this country. So it's kind of difficult to say it properly what's going on to this situation with Venezuela, because something that, of course, now Donald Trump just makes something that it is not particularly the president of this country. So now we are just experiencing something really unknown, something that we don't know what happened. Of course, there is a lot of people that are just concerned about the situation, but most of them are happy about this situation, because we already know all the people that live in Venezuela, how they suffer, how they live. So of course the Donald Trump make a lot of announcements, and was talking once again about Mexico. So that's why we have another President Claudia Sheinbaum that she does note for this in full call into the U.S. Donald Trump, regretting the intervention in Venezuela, and his remarks suggesting that she should do something about Mexico. However, she retained that here is in coordination and cooperation between both countries. So let's see what happened.
Presidenta, ¿qué le puede poner un límite a Donald Trump cuando ni siquiera respeta las propias leyes de su país?
Los pueblos y la fortaleza de México. Por eso en México hay que mantenernos unidos y con una visión clara, porque esa visión la establece nuestra Constitución. Y la defensa de nuestra soberanía debe ser parte de la posición de todos. Hay algunos que no, que buscan la intervención externa para fortalecerse. Pero eso no lleva a nada. Se equivocan quienes piensan que fortaleciéndose afuera van a tener mayor presencia con el pueblo de México, ¿no? La soberanía es algo inherente a nosotros, está en nuestra Constitución, en el artículo 39 y 40, y debe ser la posición de todas y todos los mexicanos, la defensa de nuestra soberanía.
¿Buscaría una llamada con el presidente Trump cuando incluso a raíz de la captura del presidente Maduro ha dicho que hay que hacer algo con México?
Por ahora no tenemos pensado una llamada. Hay coordinación, hay colaboración con el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, como lo hemos dicho, sin subordinación.
So of course the presidents make this response because most of our people, most of our Mexicans were just asking and kind of shocked about Trump's declaration about that she needs to make something with the Mexican government. Of course, she responds like we are just having that on our hands. We have taken this on control. We are just collaborating. So we need to wait what happened. And of course, we need to think about the people that are now in Venezuela. So that's why we have this another national due, that his historic moment in Mundo González calls for the release of political prisoners in Venezuela following the U.S. situation and intervention.
Transición democrática. Hoy, quien usurpó el poder ya no se encuentra en el país y se enfrenta a la justicia. Este hecho configura un nuevo escenario político, pero no sustituye las tareas fundamentales que aún tenemos por delante. Entre ellas, una es ineludible: la liberación inmediata e incondicional de los presos políticos, civiles y militares secuestrados por pensar distinto, por exigir derechos o por cumplir con su deber constitucional. Ninguna transición democrática es posible mientras haya un solo venezolano encarcelado de manera injusta. Nosotros somos una fuerza leal a Venezuela, leal a la democracia, al Estado de Derecho y a la dignidad de sus ciudadanos. Tal y como lo establece el artículo 5 de la Constitución, nuestra legitimidad proviene del mandato popular y del respaldo claro de millones de venezolanos que anhelan un país con paz, con instituciones y con un futuro. Ese respaldo es profundo, mayoritario y sostenido, y jamás será traicionado. Nos debemos exclusivamente a los venezolanos y a la voluntad soberana. Por eso actuamos con responsabilidad, con sentido de Estado y con la convicción de que la transición debe construirse con firmeza, con respeto y con unidad nacional. Venezuela necesita unidad para reconstruirse, unidad para sanar, para reencontrarnos y para garantizar que nunca más el poder sea usado contra su propio pueblo. Venezuela necesita verdad, justicia y reconciliación, sin impunidad. Como presidente de los venezolanos, hago un llamado sereno y claro a la Fuerza Armada Nacional y a los cuerpos de seguridad del Estado. Su deber es cumplir y hacer cumplir el mandato soberano expresado el 28 de julio de 2024. Como comandante en jefe les recuerdo que su lealtad es con la Constitución, con el pueblo y con la República. Este es un momento histórico. Lo asumimos con serenidad, con claridad y con compromiso democrático. El país que viene debe ser un país de derechos, de instituciones y de esperanza.
So there you have his response. Of course, we're talking that now Venezuela needs to have a lot of confidence. Of course, they need to care about their people. They need to make all the Venezolanos and Venezolanas feel once again their homes now with peace, with clearly, and have a new structures that cares for their own people, that cares for the constitution, that cares for the rights, and of course that they need to follow the law. This is the information that we have about today, but of course we know that this is going to have more national news, more something updates, more information about this particular case that we're talking, because we're talking about Latin America. So of course we need to have all the iTunes. Well, we of course need to have all the updates, any information. So just remember that the San Miguel Brief is a space where you can contact, you can find news, updates, not even though just from San Miguel, for all around the world. So I'd invite you to come tomorrow and just watch us to our episode 42 at 5 p.m. every Monday through Friday. So it will be a pleasure to know you, to see that you are just watching us, if you comment. So just let's wait for tomorrow, and of course we're going to bring you more updates from San Miguel and more updates from all around the world. This is everything for today's episode, and I hope to see you tomorrow with more news.